We all know Coca-Cola and a lot of us drink it, but does the fact that they have a great product that is selling like crazy, does this fact automatically makes it a good investment? Well, let's find out. But before we begin, we have to understand how big Coca-Cola really is. Because every week there is almost 1 billion people that are drinking Coca-Cola products. And this company is around for 136 years. And it's operating in over 200 countries and has almost 200 different brands. They have trademark Coca-Cola, they have sparkling flavors, they have hydration, sports, coffee and tea, they have nutrition, juice, dairy and plant-based beverages, and something they call emerging beverages. So they have products that people love and buy in almost every country in the world. But is it a good investment at the current time? Well, let's see. First, let's see what do we know about investors. What about insider buys? That's an X. A lot of insiders are actually selling their shares right now. And what about super investors? That's a check. There are a number of investors and some of them are reducing their position, some of them are adding to it. But at the top, there is a certain person called Warren Buffett, and he owns 400 million shares worth over $25 billion. And he's holding his shares since 1988. And if you want to find out more about the way he invests, then I made a whole video about it. You can find the link in the description. Okay, so let's see the fundamentals of Coca-Cola. Return on invested capital. That's a check. The return on average in the last 10 years was around 11%, which is nice. We are looking for a return over 10%, so this is really good. Then free cash flow growth, that's an X. The growth is 5.5%, and as with return on invested capital, we are looking for the growth of around 10%. But this is one of the biggest companies in the world, and still they have a really, really nice growth. So we should have that at the back of our heads. Okay, what about shares buyback? That's a check. They bought 5.7% of their shares back in the last 10 years. So this is really nice because if we hold shares of Coca-Cola, we don't have to buy any more shares, we don't have to invest any more money, and we get a bigger piece of the company. Okay, and what about dividends? That's a check. Coca-Cola pays a nice and stable dividend for many, many decades. And right now the dividend yield is 2.8%. So it's a nice dividend, and most importantly, it's very stable. Okay, and what about the debt of the company? That's an X. It would actually take them almost 3.5 years to pay their debt with their current free cash flow. So if the company would be growing slowly or actually shrinking, then the fact that they had this debt could be a problem. But it doesn't seem like it for the last years. Coca-Cola is really stable and they have a big moat, a big competitive advantage over other producers. Okay, so let's try to value Coca-Cola. For that, we will use a free cash flow formula, and we will have to estimate the growth of this company for the next 5 years and then for another 5 years. And as always, we will make 3 scenarios: low, medium, and a high one. So in the low scenario, for the first 5 years, growth of 2% and then of 1%. For the medium scenario, 4% for the first 5 years, and then from year 6, 3%. And for the high scenario, 6% growth for the first 5 years and then 5%. So let's see with those estimates what is the intrinsic value of Coca-Cola. So as we can see, it is all red. And the intrinsic value is somewhere between $23 and $34. But of course, this is not the price we should be looking for, because we always have to use a margin of safety. I use the 30% one. And with the margin of safety, the price we should be looking for is somewhere between $16 and $24. And the current price is over $62. So that is why it is all red. And the difference between the intrinsic value with the margin of safety and the current price is really substantial. And we should also notice that currently Coca-Cola has a PE, price to earning ratio, of 28, which is really, really high. It's like a startup or a computer company that is innovating and changing all the time, and they're producing soft drinks. So it really seems that Coca-Cola is expensive. So Coca-Cola is a really good company, but it's just overpriced at the moment. They are a stable business, they have secure dividends, they have growth, which is slow but stable. So it's all there. It's really a great business, but just the price is not there. And we have to remember that no business is worth an infinite price. As investors, we have to find the right moment to invest in a great business. As Warren Buffett says, he wants to invest in great businesses at a fair price. Well, right now it doesn't seem like Coca-Cola is at that point. So that's it for today. I hope you found this video helpful, and if so, then please like it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again, and bye-bye.